you want to know is what I'm doing in here. Reckon the reason I'm in here because I killed somebody. I reckon what you want to know is how come me to kill somebody, so I reckon I'll start at the front and tell you. I live back down at my mother and father's place, in a little old shed that my daddy built for me. They didn't do much for me up there in the house, the rest of them. So I kind of just sit out there in the shed, looking at the ground, tinkering around with a lawnmower too. My father was a very hard-working man most of his life. Not that I could say the same for myself. He worked down there at the sawmill, down at the planter mill for an old boy named Dixon. Old man Dixon was a very cruel feller. Didn't pay his employees too much of a wage. Didn't pay my daddy too much of a wage. Just barely enough to scrape by on, I reckon. Old man Dixon, he had a boy. His name was Jesse Dixon. Old boy Jesse, he was a crap meaner than his daddy was. And he used to harass little girls when I'd be down there at the schoolhouse. He used to make quite a bit of sport of me. Made fun of me quite a bit. Anyway, I'm going to get down to business here. I was sitting out there in the shed one day, kind of doing too much of nothing, waiting on my mother to come out and give me my Bible lesson. I heard some commotion going on up in there in the house, so I crept up from the shed and looked through the window to see what was going on. I looked in there and see my mother laying on the floor, not any clothes on. And I seen old Jesse Dixon laying on top of her. He was having his way with her. I just seen red. So I stepped up from that shed and grabbed me a Kaiser blade. Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. Had kind of a long wood handle. The blade shaped kind of like a banana. I walked up in the house and hit Jesse upside the head with it and knocked him off my mother. I reckon that didn't quite satisfy me. So I hit him again over the head with a sharp edge and just plumb near cut his head off. Killed him. My mother, she jumped up from there and started hollering, "What'd you kill Jesse for? What'd you kill Jesse for?" Well, come to find out, I don't reckon my mama minded what Jesse was doing to her. I reckon that made me madder than what Jesse made me. So I take it to Kaiser blade. Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. And I hit my mother upside the head with it. Killed her. Some folks asked me if I had to do it the same way, would I do it again? I probably would.
Will you have to kill again, Carl?
I don't reckon I got no reason to kill nobody.